Can you hear me in the back? I've got to speak into my pocket.
Yeah, that's
Is that better?
yeah.
What? That is? Those of you who haven't been here before, the few that may not have been here before, we've got the emergency entrances with the emergency lights which will come on in an emergency. Here, back there by the bar, and obviously the front door. Hopefully we won't have an emergency at all. We haven't so far. No reason to believe that we'll have one now. Now before we start, because we are ready, well at least we're ready up here, I'm not sure if you're ready down there. Because you should have finished tucking in. Because we would ask you not to tuck in whilst the performers are performing. Obviously that doesn't count when I'm up here, because I heard that. So whilst you're thinking about that and downing the last mouthful, I'll just tell you very briefly a true story. I expect everybody's fed up with the common market, talking about it anyway. Do you realise that exactly 40 years ago this year, Sir Neil Martin headed up the MP, Sir Neil Martin, headed up the group who was arguing against entering the common market at the time. Now he had a great friend who was Lord Hailsham, who was Lord Chancellor at the time. Anyway, Sir Neil Martin was showing a group of his constituents around the Houses of Parliament. And there he was walking down this corridor, and who should he see at the other end but Lord Hailsham. Lord Hailsham was in his all the finery that goes with the Lord Chancellor's office. And he was striding down the corridor towards him. And Lord Hailsham saw Sir Neil Martin and said, "Neil!" Whereupon all his visitors dropped their knees. True story. Okay, also, going back in time, please welcome Only Fools and Horses.
Before
connection with the, well, the government, I suppose. I'm sorry. I apologise. Saeed Javid, you remember him? He's the business secretary. At the Conservative Way Forward party in the summer, he told his audience, do you know, across my desk the other day I got a brief saying the EU now wants to regulate the number of condoms you have in a packet. The Swedes are saying there must be 5. They want one for Monday, one for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. The French are saying no, we want 7. One for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday and Sunday. The Italians, they want 9. One for each weekday and 2 for Saturday and 2 for Sunday. But you will be pleased to know that Britain has put its foot down. We want 12. January. No, not yet, right. Okay, an old man, they sprawled across 3 entire seats in the theatre. The usher came by and noticed this. As he whispered to the old man, sorry sir, but you're only allowed 1 seat. The old man didn't say anything. The usher became more impatient. Sir, if you don't get up from here, I'm going to have to call the manager. Once again, the old man just muttered and did nothing. The usher marched briskly back up the aisle, and in a moment he returned with the manager. Together the 2 of them tried repeatedly to move the old dishevelled man, but with no success. Finally they summoned the police. The officer surveyed the situation briefly, then asked, all right old fella, what's your name? Fred. The old man moaned. Where are you from, Fred? Asked the police officer. With a terrible strain in his voice and without moving, Fred replied, the balcony. Not keep this up much longer, are you ready? I'll save the better ones for later.
Chris, tell us the first one again.
Oh dear. Can I make it up as I go along? Who said I normally do? Did you say? I got it. Thank you, Ray. I recognise your voice. When are you moving? When?
You wasn't a baby, Chris.
Yes, I didn't realise that. Okay, and ready. I've got it. By George, I've got it. Coffee shops. I think it's fair to say it's gone dark. They won't see the coffee. Even the other one. Oh, thoughtful of you. Right. Coffee shops. I think it's fair to say have changed a lot over the last 60 years.
Hello, Mrs. How can I help you?
I'd like a cup of coffee, please.
Oh, no problem. There you go. That'll be too exciting.
Right, you are. There you go then.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Did you know that the first coffee shop opened in Oxford in 1650? No, I don't remember. And some very famous institutions have their origins in coffee houses, namely Lloyd's of London, the London Stock Exchange, Sotheby's and Christie's. I think you'll agree. Am I reading this too fast for you? Am I? think you'll agree that since then they've become a little bit more exciting, more expensive, and perhaps a bit more complicated.
Good morning, madam. My name's Richard, and I'm from the Coffee for You travelling experience. How can I help you?
I'd like a cup of coffee, please.
Certainly, madam. What would you like?
What have you got?
Well, we've got Cubano, Americano, Cappuccino, Bonbon, Espresso, Ice Cafe, Affogato. Then, of course, there's Macchiato, Chocolate, Melia, Risotto, Lungo, Irish, Indian, or even Kenyan.
Look, I just want a cup of coffee. Ordinary coffee.
Okay, well, we've got Frappe, Latte, Melange, Mocha.
Okay. I'll have a latte.
A latte, certainly, madam. What would you like? A grande, primo, or regular? You could have a tripilino.
What's a tripolino?
Tripilino's 3 times as big. It's tripilino, 3 times, pelino.
3 times as big as what?
As a grande. And a grande is seriously big. You've got to have a Kalahari desert thirst for a grande.
Oh, too big for me then. How big's a regular?
Oh, that's half the size of a secondo, or a quarter the size of a cortino.
Okay, just show me the cup.
I'm afraid you can't have a cup with a regular. You've got to have a mug. Of course, you could. Of course, you could have a Scepter Primo, which is a seriously big mug.
Just a regular then.
Okay, so what would you like? Would you like a skinny? Yes, a skinny, that's low-fat milk. Or you could have a regular, you could have a regular, that's with full-fat milk.
Just a regular.
Okay, now then, sugar. Would you like some sugar?
Yes.
What sort? We've got cane sugar, desiccated sugar, glucose-free sugar, Demerara sugar, and sugar-free sugar. Yeah, that's where you get an empty sachet. No, I'm joking. Now, is there anything else?
Yes. No, I'm too afraid to ask.
Okay, well, that will be £25.
That's a little bit more than I was expecting. Do you take cards?
Of course, madam.
What would you like? I've got MasterCard, Visa, Mastercard Visa, Tesco MasterCard, HSBC Visa, Nationwide MasterCard, NatWest Visa, Lloyd's TSB MasterCard, Barclay Card, Northern Rock, MP3, Santander, HMDA.
Right, while they're rearranging the furniture, last month the worldwide telephone survey was conducted by the United Nations. The only question asked was, would you please give your honest opinion about possible solutions to the food shortage in the rest of the world? The survey was a complete failure because in Eastern Europe they didn't know what honest meant. In Western Europe they didn't know what shortage meant. In Africa they didn't know what food meant. In China they didn't know what opinion meant. In the Middle East they didn't know what solution meant. In South America they didn't know what please meant. In the USA they didn't know what the rest of the world meant. And in Australia, New Zealand, Canada and Britain, everyone hung up as soon as they heard the Indian accent. I would add, don't thank me because most of these jokes come from my good friend Ray Bruce or Don Smith, members of the Short Nap Bowls Club, and I'm afraid that most of them have been aired at the Short Nap Bowls coffee break time, So they've been pre-tested, most of them. And I'm not worried about them hearing them again because they forget them after a few months.
You didn't laugh the first time.
Thank you! I expected Brian to heckle, not you. Hello, David. How are you? Right. There's nobody talking. They're still moving furniture. If you prefer. Thank you. the back would have appreciated the tables further apart. Because you had no chance of getting touched up. There's a lesson to remember. Get here earlier.
Yes.
Right. Up and down like a yard of pump.
Well, you should have got here earlier, and then you could have got there. So
Had my name on it.
Who wants snow for Christmas? Nobody? You may not get snow, but if you do, bear in mind this story. Because this man peered out at his garden after a night's snowfall. It looked beautiful under a smooth blanket of snow, except for his daughter's boyfriend's signature executed in a tasteful yellow across his lawn. He became incandescent with rage, so his wife tried to calm him down, saying, "Didn't you do anything like that when you were a boy? All boys do." He said, "Don't you understand? Can't you see? That's our daughter's handwriting." Dennis, I'll explain that to you after. You can't hear that, sorry about that. Right, what are we going to regale you with now? Oh, the local news and shipping port. Do you remember that? On the old steam radio? Give them a welcome when they open the cones. Yay.
You've got it on. Here is the local news. Famous Easterton socialite, David Green, was heard to say that he thought that writing his autobiography would help pass the time in his retirement. However, he then realised he couldn't finish it as he didn't yet know the ending. Our entertainment reporter found a lady from Devizes was having trouble in Franco's Ristorante. When it was time to order, her husband ordered lasagna, and she ordered pagioni. When the waiter looked at her blankly, her husband pointed out to her that what she was looking at was in fact not pagioni, but page 1. When questioned by Devizes police, a lady from Paulshot admitted how she lost her virginity. She was downstairs with her boyfriend and her parents, but she was feeling a little frisky, so she persuaded her boyfriend to go upstairs, and that is where it happened. When they'd finished, the whole bus applauded. It was at this point she was arrested. A Morris dancer was severely injured while performing at the Royal Oak on Friday. He fell off the bonnet. Apparently it was not well known locally that it was National Curry Day last Monday. In fact, no one got wind of it till Wednesday. A new evening activity is available in Easterton Village Hall. It mirrors the new pottery throwdown programme on television. However, one senior Easterton gentleman had a nasty injury. Apparently he fell asleep at the wheel. A German who moved into Market Lavington decided as part of his new start he would remove all the German names from his mobile phone. It's now hands-free. Points West put out a general warning about emails that many locals have received. The email warns
that you can catch swine flu from tins of pork luncheon meat. Apparently it's spam. A lady from Escott decided to audition for the new BBC programme Strictly Call the Midwife. At the audition, when the sign said pull, she said push. A BBC spokesman said this did not constitute a midwife crisis. And finally, holiday drama occurred when another Easterton lady on a cruise was in trouble in her cabin. You will be familiar with the noise and the tremendous suction associated with cabin toilets. Well, she flushed the loo while still sitting on it. It sucked her down into the bowl, so far that her husband couldn't get her out. He called the cabin steward to help. Before he arrived, she said, "Please pass me your hat to cover my modesty." When the cabin boy arrived, the husband asked if he could help. The cabin boy surveyed the scene and said, "Yes, but I don't hold out much hope for the guy wearing the hat." On her return to Wiltshire, and by way of recuperation, her husband took her to a Spanish restaurant. One after another, the man all patted her bottom when she wasn't looking. She was horrified and called Devizes Police. They pointed out there was nothing they could do as she was in a tapas bar. That is the end of the local news, and now it's over to Radio 4 for the shipping forecast.
This is the latest shipping forecast and reports from coastal and some local stations. Here is the general synopsis at 2000 hours GMT. Cow in sea area Shannon moving slowly eastward and clearing. Sorry, that should read low in sea area Shannon. The cow is in Potten. And now the area reports. North of Utsira, south of Utsira, east of Utsira, west of Utsira, winds southwest, rain at times, serves them right. Fastnet, go forth and multiply, with Fitzroy closing from the south, depression later. Irish whiskey, Baileys with ice forming, brightening up early on, later falling slowly off Barstorm. 40s, 50s, sound of the 60s, Radio 2, 0800 Saturday, very good, sometimes excellent. Time, German bite, French kiss and Swiss roll, westerly, becoming cyclonic, good. Fisher, dogger on Hampstead Heath, new low approaching. Humber, Thames, Bedford, Lane and Duff, diminishing in power to force 0. Viking, Dover Sole, Hake, Halibut and Monkfish, regular outbreaks of wind, fishing stocks, good, boggy. White and Portland, Ginger Rogers and Finisterre, light flatulence, some rain, very good. Lundy, Fundy, Sunday and Monday, winds, southwest touching gale, lucky girl, becoming calmer later, bloody marvellous. Rockall, sod all wind, heavy showers, absolutely incredible. Malin, Hebrides, Biscay, cardigan and pullover, winds beneath, damp at times, slightly disappointing. Sheerness, foulness, Eliotness, superseded by Colombo, acting rough. Fair Isle, Jersey, turtleneck, tank top, Cortel blousey, sorry, that should be blowy, quite misty, seasickness, not many fish around, so why don't you come home, Bill baby? Trafalgar, 1,805, bloody good result, well done Horatio. Iceland used to be B-jams, rising prices, closed on Sundays. Fair Isle, Carlisle, Isle of Dogs, fine 1,008 and rising, nice day for a walkies. And now the reports from coastal stations. Tiree, winds northwest, 7 miles, 1,004 rising. Bottom Leona Lewis, rising slowly and she's lucky to 1,005 and then falling rapidly. Wolverhampton, northwest as far as the ring road, 998, rising slowly. Norway, nil point. Plymouth, rough, especially if the Royal Navy is in port. And now for local reports. Pottern, dark, dank and dismal, falling to rock bottom. Market Lavington, North Lavington, South Lavington, East Lavington and West Lavington should all be combined 1,005 and falling. Not as nice as Easterton. Easterton sands, dry, sunny, very low tide. Easterton, bright, clear, ideally situated, friendly with much hot air. Easterton Village Hall, full, excellent cabaret, book early for next year. And that concludes the shipping forecast.
Well, a lot of work went into that. Some of it was misplaced, but a lot of it. Have you got one?
Pardon? What?
People out here trying to sleep. Few one-liners. Following the tragic death of the human cannonball at the Kent show, a spokesman said, "We'll struggle to get another man of the same calibre." Just been to the gym. They got a new machine in. Only used it for half an hour as I started to feel sick. It's great though. It does everything. Kit Kats, Mars bars.